Hello, everybody. I'm player one for once, and Kevin is player two in Community Kitchen. And we're talking about DK Bonanza. We're cooking stuff up, as Kevin would say normally. Sorry, we just got done laughing that I just didn't even realize that I was doing the intro. So this is just off the cuff, and I'm stupid. So let's go. Kevin, we're talking about DK Bonanza. You've been enjoying it. I have like some questions or general, just like, pokings around and everything. And one of my main things that I want to know about the game is how much is it like Mario Odyssey? Because I keep hearing that it's basically like Mario Odyssey but DK.
Ooh. First of all, I'll clean up the intro here. If you're new here to Game Sandwich, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Link to our Discord, video description down below. Now
Yeah, that
that's
stuff.
yeah, it's all out of the way now. But yes, Donkey Kong Bananza. We recently found out that this was done by the Super Mario Odyssey team, and yes, this can be felt throughout the game. Granted, I'm only 2 levels in, but that is because I'm taking so much time in this world that I'm just trying to explore everything. Granted, I'm not destroying everything, but there's enough here on the bone to be like, all right, Super Mario Odyssey, I see the inspirations here, down to just the general vibe of the planets or the layers you're on. Yeah, that has a long way here for Super Mario Odyssey, and yeah, honestly, I couldn't be any happier about it.
Oh, good, good. That sounds great. I'm still like feeling awkward about doing the intro like that, but hey, whatever. Um, Okay, so you can tell that it's like Super Mario Odyssey in a sense. You can see that the ideas were there and everything. So, speaking of the destructible world, I do want to know how destructible is it? Like, I know that like they were talking about, oh, destroy everything, but like, do you get the inclination that you could just like skip straight to the end in my whole like frustratingly like, rant like
Yeah.
ranting arguments or whatever, like about Breath of the Wild, how you can do that. Like, do you think you can like just punch your way straight down to the center of the earth and be like, okay, I'm done with the game?
No, that's a very good question, and this is where I kind of have an early gripe with the game that it's a simple fix, but you know, maybe it's going to be somewhere down the line. Um, the environments are fully destructible, but it's not to the point where you can just kind of dig straight down, go to the end of the game, and boom, you're there. Granted,
Oh, so you like hit bedrock
yeah,
and you're
like
just like, oh, I can't.
well, the way that they have the level structured, it's very vertical. So it's like, all right, you go through one level, then you go down this pipe, and you're in like another sub level, and then you're in another one, and then that is the entire level. But there are things blocking your path, like Voidco, to avoid spoilers, kind of lays out like roadblocks, I'm gonna call them, that stop you from going into the complete next section or chapter, I'm gonna call them, of this game, because there is a big boss fight at the end of almost everything. So there are things in place that kind of keep you on the rails of, yeah, you can kind of level the entire thing you're on right now, but you can't just skip to the end, although it would be amazing to see.
I mean, if anything in a game like that, that's kind of one where I actually wouldn't mind skipping to the end.
Just dig, dig,
Like,
dig.
yeah, exactly. Like Zelda, I have an issue with. But with that one, I kind of wouldn't because like the mechanic just like inherently screams, "Hey, I want to just like punch the crap out of the ground until I hit the bottom."
That's my thing with the game, and again, I don't know, I'm very early on in the game, but I wish there was just a toggle to, like, whenever you're digging, to just hold down, I think it's the B button. Yeah, it's the B button. To dig. Like, it is a constant button mash of, I gotta do this, I have to dig upward to the side, whatever. But the environments overall, Donkey Kong feels almost unstoppable. Where it's like, all right, I can just punch through anything. I am a one-man wrecking crew, and that is what Donkey Kong's supposed to be. He's supposed to be this big burly lug that just kind of smashes, Hulk smashes things, I'm gonna say. And yeah, like, they're doing it right here.
You know what? Just I do have to ask too, just because I know it's been a big issue for you. Like, so what do you think about the DK design now that you've actually seen it and you've experienced it? Do you are you okay with his clickety clackety dentures?
Yeah, that's what you called them. I forgot the term you used.
No, that's
Um,
what Andrew called them. I'm just rehashing it.
there we go. So the design to me has gotten I've gotten used to it as time went on. It is in this game, he's more of not the not the I don't want to say locked in like rare Donkey Kong, but that Donkey Kong had more of a serious demeanor to him. This Donkey Kong seems more of like bubbly, like he's the muscle that doesn't have too much brains. Like literally there is a scene where, and this isn't a spoiler because they've shown it in trailers, but the Voidco boss has a phone that's shaped like a banana, and a little banana logo pops up on it, and Donkey Kong in a serious moment is just he does the heart eyes that you see in the trailer because he sees
Yeah.
the banana, and Pauline's the one there on his shoulder going like, hey, like you're not gonna take me, I'm staying with Donkey Kong. Meanwhile Donkey Kong is too focused on the bananas. So like
Okay.
he's very food motivated, as they say whenever you're training a dog. Is the dog food motivated? Yes. Is Donkey Kong food motivated? 110% yes.
Okay, got you. Got you. Okay. So like that just leads into another question about design here,
Mm-hmm.
just in general. Did they go too far, do you think, with the whole like emotes with Donkey Kong? Like, giving him hard eyes, giving him like, an obvious like I want to put this banana in my mouth in the most like wrong way possible emote when he's hugging the banana in the trailer. Like, do you think they went too far with that stuff?
I, it's hard to say. Like as an adult, like again, you got to come at it with Nintendo tinted eyes, where their characters are expressive. Their characters are very bubbly, over the top. That's what they wanted to do with Donkey Kong here, and they did it. Like it didn't get to a point for me when I'm playing this and like how much I love Donkey Kong 64 and how they all had guns and stuff in that game versus now where it's like he is doing the hard eyes and stuff like that. It didn't become too cringy where I'm like, okay, we got to cut it out. Like we got to stop. Like
Okay.
he has his serious moments, and that is where they strike the good balance. And for the most part, like when he's smashing the environment, whenever he's like beating his chest or he's in the Bonanza modes, he's got a serious face. Like he's ready to punch somebody, and he does it pretty damn well.
Okay, cool. So, like, I'm glad they didn't go overboard and make it like cringy as all hell.
Yeah,
That's
like
what I was hoping they wouldn't do, but
yeah, like there are certain moments of the game where like like you see this in the trailer, so it's not really spoilers. But like he's getting picked up by the wind and he's swirling around. They do these slow motion shots of him passing the screen and he's got like this stupid face on. Like
do you want to
it's
mimic one of those faces?
I wish I could, but I don't think
Well,
my face can contort the way it did on the trailer. But yeah, like there's those moments, but I also feel as if whenever I get deeper into the story, he's gonna have more serious moments. I just feel like that's where the story's going, and yeah, like there's gonna be like that moment where he locks in, and yeah, he does his thing.
okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna ask two more questions just because I thought of them. But I want to know, cosmetically speaking, what's the outfit situation like? And
Ooh.
can he just run around all natural?
Well, that was my thing whenever we first watched the trailer. I was very against Donkey Kong having pants. Or what's
Yeah.
the technical term? They used breeches, I think. That's what they're called in the game.
Birches, breeches, overalls, whatever.
Yeah, it's same difference. So that's a funny part of the story too. Whenever he gets swept up, his breeches come off, and there's a monkey that meets you as soon as like that scene ends, and like, oh, like this is what happened. He's like, you lost your pants. So yeah, that was a funny part of the story. But cosmetics, the fur color, there's a lot of different colors, but they're very basic. It's like the red, green, blue, white, I think there's a rainbow one at some point. I guess that's at the end of the game you got to unlock. But this is the part of the game that expanded stuff that I didn't even know I needed. Um, each tie, each set of breeches, each thing for Pauline, like she has outfits, they
Oh,
give you
that's cool.
they give you stat boosts like 10 seconds more of your radar or 10 seconds more
Uh,
of like your stamina. So this is where that skill tree stuff comes in as well, where it's like if you pair a certain skill with a certain set of clothes, like you're pretty damn good at finding fossils or hidden bananas or swimming for that matter. So yeah, like they did a good job on that front, but the one thing I'm not worried about it because like it's a game you play through and then you just do another playthrough whatever is the amount of stuff and it's themed to each world. So like there's the one I did completely was a fishing village and there's a bunch of like swim trunks and like treasure finding ties and stuff like that. So yeah, my Donkey Kong is blue. Hopefully I can find a way to flash the image over here somewhere of him striking a pose.
Flashy, flashy, flashy.
Flash it. I'm probably gonna fail at finding it, but oh
Just
well.
upload an image from your
Yeah,
Switch. No.
I have to
There you
get
go.
it somewhere off of there. But yeah, like it's fun. It's stuff that I expect. The only thing I am hoping for whenever I reach the end of the game, much like Super Mario Odyssey did, is where you get a certain like fur set or a certain tie and it changes you into Donkey Kong 64's model because they did it with Mario 64 and I'm like I can only hope
That would be cool.
that comes true
It'd be nice. It'd be nice. But you know what? Okay, so you kind of, I guess, answered the other question in a sense.
in a way.
In that, so the outfits like give you like bonuses to like skill tree stuff you said and all that. But so this inherently, I guess, like works in the way of Pauline.
Hmm.
What role does she really play in it? Like, I assume her outfits give her bonuses too of some sort. But like,
Yeah.
what role does she actually play? Does she like sing to like hurt enemies or something, or distract them, or?
Well, there's that whole separate like two-player mode where somebody can hop on your Switch or you can do like remote play or whatever it's called and you can send like voice beams or whatever they're called and like that changes the game. But as for a single player, she unlocks certain challenge areas like where you pull up to the like their triangles on the wall. She sings and she unlocks the door. Or in this case, she's the one where she starts singing. She hypes up Donkey Kong to change into these Bananza forms that we've seen in the trailer. And that's what she does. And she also serves as the vocal part of the story, not singing wise, but like voice acting in a
Oh,
Nintendo
so she
game.
does do like full voice acting.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Well,
she
that's good.
does. And she passes these various comments of like, if I change my outfit or if I find something cool, she's like, oh, that's really gonna help. It just adds something to a game where it's like, all right, much like we talked about in the Super Mario Brothers movie, where it's like if Charles Martinet voiced Mario and all he did was wahoo or all that stuff, after a while it's
Yeah.
gonna get tiring. For the sense of Donkey Kong and the Voidco villains who are all apes and it looks like that they don't speak English, like there's just like captions in the bottom of the screen, that would have gotten tiring because it's like, okay, I wish there
Yeah.
was something there to kind of, you
I
know,
mean, I get tired of always needing to read everything in Nintendo games.
yeah, I
I
don't
wish
read.
they would have voice acting. It's not like I'm against reading here, but it's just like
I am.
having voice acting is nice
Yeah.
in a sense, especially for like certain characters. That's why I liked when Zelda actually had voice acting. I was like, oh man, you actually get to see her speak. What do you know?
Yeah,
So it's
no.
like, I'm glad that they gave someone a voice in that game.
And just to speak on, because it kind of relates to Pauline, the Bonanza transition scene where you get your new transformation, like those scenes feel cool. Like, granted, it is very copy and paste where it's like Pauline just switches what she says, like, oh, zebra or ostrich or DK, she leads off with. Um, it feels like a big moment because like she's singing, everyone's getting hyped, and then Donkey Kong is just straight up aura farming. Shout out to Andrew, where he just like poses and he like he's in his big form and then they show you how to use it. I just think that's a cool touch. It makes you feel cool, it makes you feel unstoppable. So yeah, that's a quick note from me.
Cool. All right. Well, you know what? I don't have any other questions except for like maybe, hey, give your most negative comment about it. Like bash on Nintendo for something in it. I need something negative out of it
Uh,
because I'm the negative guy.
yeah, of course. For me, it is that button mashing. Like, after a
Okay.
while, I get tired of it very, very quickly because it's like, I'm pressing, and like, these levels aren't small. You gotta dig, like, to get through stuff or if you
Hey,
want to find
this is
something.
how Nintendo gets you to buy those new Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
They
my.
gotta do something to break the buttons.
Granted, I am using my Pro Controller for this game. I refuse to use the Joy-Cons, but in the grand scheme, it can get tiring. So just if you're gonna get this game, there's a lot of button mashing to go through. And what's another thing if I can find? Because I already said that. I don't know. Like I'm too early on to kind of flag another thing. It's just that thing where that's the core mechanic of the game. It kind of gets to be like, can I just toggle it, please, or can I like point Donkey Kong in a direction and then he goes? But yeah, early on, that's my only
Okay.
gripe.
Okay, cool. Well, then, like I said, that's all my questions. So I'm gonna hand this off to you so I don't butcher an outro too. So here,
Hey,
listen to this guy.
you're my Pauline to my DK. You're on my shoulder and you can sing a bunch. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
a little girl.
Oh no, yeah, that's a whole other problem with that game. Anyway, that about does it here for this episode of Community Kitchen. We hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you want more video game content just like this, drop a like, subscribe to Game Sandwich, and join our Discord where we're always talking about any and all of our favorite games. But as of right now, I've been Kalo, joined by Aden, and we'll see you guys next time.
DK, start pounding it.
If you enjoyed today's video and want more content just like this, consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.